Okay, UFC 143. I think it's pretty straightforward, although I'm hoping for some excitement. First bout, I will talk about Mike Pierce versus Josh Koscheck. Obviously, Koscheck's a better fighter, has fought better fighters, is a more experienced fighter, but, you know, he gets super arrogant, and that is his downfall. So, if he can be humble and be contained, it's his fight. Roy Nelson and Verdum. Okay, so I got a chance to talk to Verdum a couple weeks ago down in my gym, Gold's Gym Venice, and he beat the last emperor. I mean, there's something to say about being the first person to ever beat Fedor Emelianenko. And unfortunately for my boy Roy Nelson, he is all too similar to Fedor in style and stature. So I'm going to go side with Roy Nelson because going, the distance with Junior Dos Santos is pretty freaking unreal. So let's go Roy Nelson, but I think ultimately Verdum's size is going to win him the bout. Now, if he keeps just trying to pull guard like he did against Alistair, who knows? Maybe Roy Nelson will get him, in a counter when Verdum's trying to get back up, but Verdum's just so dirty on the ground. He's just so good. I just don't think Nelson is going to be able to handle his size, even with that crazy gut crucifix he likes to pull. Okay, final fight. Final fight will be an interesting fight, but I think it's just going to be like the UFC 141 that I attended on New Year's between Nick Diaz's brother, Nate Diaz, and Donald Cerrone. I think Nick Diaz is the best striker in the game. He's unorthodox, and what makes him the best striker is he's quick, he's loose, and it's his dirty boxing. If you look at Nate Diaz, his brother, when he fought Cerrone, who was a great fighter, very similar to Carlos Condit, style-wise, I think, it's the dirty boxing that put Cerrone on his heels. So I think tonight, expect Nick Diaz to come out with some dirty boxing early on. A couple of rushes from Condit, but ultimately I think Nick Diaz will be the king of the division. And, arrogance aside, he is a bit of a dick, but he's the best. So anyway, UFC 143, that is my prediction.